Onto the bus by 6 a.m., off into the darkness, as Stonehenge can be lightly seen as we pull into the parking lot and see two large stones. It is smaller than I thought it would be. How often I have thought about Stonehenge since I was a boy. I pictured something huge, though the massive stones are more of an illusion. I noticed it got bigger as we approached. The stones are still quite big. As I strolled around the stones, I was drawn to a particular set of stones next to each other with a large stone on top. There are at least 3 other sets of these, but I kept being drawn to one in particular. At first I thought it would be cool to stand inside the stones. I fit quite nicely there. I took out my crystal and adjusted to the energy. Closed my eyes to feel what I could feel, hear what I could hear, and see what I could see. In my mind's eye, I could see an hourglass-shaped vortex, spinning counterclockwise on top and clockwise on the bottom. I pictured myself standing in the center of the vortex, with the center at my solar plexus. As I wander my focus around the outside of the Stonehenge, as I stand between the two stones, I could sense many, even thousands, of Devic energies in attendance here today. So many that I couldn't even distinguish one from the other. It was like a homecoming. I thought it was suggested that I was the guest of honor, and I was paying respects. We travel through Wales to the Anglesey Island, where we visit the Burn Celli Du, a man-made tomb. The cave is quite small for our group, so I put myself into a corner. I set my intent of harm to none and asked for assistance from my guides. When I close my eyes, I see a yellowish white-orange light energy in front of me. I mentioned it to the group and no one else can see it. I identified with this energy that I have been working with for a number of months when I started channeling and learning to channel at home. I have a bit of fear in the past engaging this energy, but no fear this time through here in this cave. I feel safe. The same golden light is outside when I close my eyes and ponder. It is a rainy day, cold and damp. We are standing in front of a large mound, a tomb, in the midst of sheep all around us. What pops into my mind is forgiveness and surprise, surprise. Forgiveness of the mother. Am I willing to forgive the mother? To give up the anger, the rage, the forgiveness of my mother for what she has done to me in the past? It is something to ponder. It's a rainy day indeed, as we visit the Barnara Clara Cairns. It feels like a fairyland. The sight of 3 tombs, they are positioned as if a ley line runs between them, 2 on one side and the middle one on the other side of the ley line. This site is also surrounded by trees inside the fenced-in area. The heritage of these trees have been here for years and years as they keep regenerating themselves. Because of the rain, I walk under the trees, but there are many here. You can feel them. You can even see them. Because of the mist, the energies, they kind of stand out. They flicker in the light. There may be 13 of us in the physical sense, but there are many others visiting. This is indeed a very special place. Somebody points out a circle of stones with a little sign that claims to be a fairy mound, though I think not. As I'm leaving, I notice a mound, a little mound with a little hole. Now that's a fairy mound indeed. You could even see them coming in and out. The afternoon brought us to the Tomb of the Eagles. As we drove towards the site, I felt the energy in my heart chakra start to ache. Shortly after that, tears flowed down my face, and I became quite emotional. The tomb has a narrow passage. Some could ride a skateboard down or crawl. I chose to stand outside on top of the center of the vortex. I started with connecting the energy from above and below through my solar plexus, and then standing in the vortex of rotating counterclockwise and clockwise energy. With my higher self and my guide standing beside me on each side, they merged with me in a single axis. Through thought, word, and feeling, I forgave mothers all over the world, as I forgave my mother for what they have done to me. Although this was just the beginning, later I would say, this was just a tip of the iceberg of forgiving my mother. I visualized the vortex change rotation to clockwise and counterclockwise. We feel this energy moving throughout the planet. As if I stood on the tomb, I could see the ocean, I could see the emotions of the planet.